Okay, that game was pretty similar to what it was last year. Two teams that were really needing to win. Last year when we were in that situation, we needed to win, they needed to win. We're in the same spot, and, they found a way to win it at the end. So I was really proud of our guys as far as, understanding that situation today. Two teams needing to win, two teams in a similar situation needing to win, playing hard to try to get one, and we found a way to get the win, which was obviously big. Needed the win, and was proud of the way our guys didn't quit. We're up 10 points in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden they come storming back and they tie it up. And the whole sideline could have said, "Well, here we go again," but they didn't do that. Went out there and played hard and found a way to get it done. So with that, take some questions. Well, actually, we did. We talked about it on the sidelines and challenged the offensive line, and they said, "Well, run this instead of run that." And we ran. It's a blocking scheme, a run play that we use all the time, but we just challenged them. Said everything that we do starts up front. It doesn't matter how good a skill guys you got. It doesn't matter how good a running backs you got. If you don't have if you don't establish the right line of scrimmage, whether it's a run block, whether it's pass block, then you're going to have problems. And I didn't feel like we were doing that up front. So we challenged them, Ron challenged them. We went out there and we, hit him on a big play. Then we play actioned, and Mario made a big play. Clint actually threw the post the way he's supposed to, and then we ran the same run play again and scored. So, it's not like we ran plays that we hadn't ran all year, but we did run a few plays that we hadn't ran in this game here. But bottom line is we came off the ball and we blocked well.
Did you see things just completely turn right there?
No. I mean, that obviously it put us in a little better place. I was in a pretty bad spot when we threw the pick, and I can't remember what the score was, but we threw the pick, and they had the ball in the 3, and I think they were about to go up 14, if I'm not mistaken. I was in a bad place right there, and then our defense went out, and I was like, geez. The turnover thing here is going to get us. I mean, we got to get out there and create some turnovers. And at that point, I think we got 3, maybe 4 turnovers at that point right there. So that was obviously a huge turn in the game. Yeah, he can handle about anything that we do with him. And obviously we're glad he's here. He had 2 touchdowns, about had a third there at the end of the game. But, I'm looking at it now. I don't keep track of this. I mean, we rotate fresh bodies. I think Wendell got in there and gave us a little bit of a spark and ran the ball a couple times. Dreamus has been, for whatever reason, hasn't been getting loose here over the last couple of weeks. He just needs to keep plugging away. Charles is a special player. I mean, we all know that, and been saying it since the day he arrived here, that he's a special player in the run game and he's a special player in the pass game. There's no other backs in the country that do as much as he does. When you talk about running the ball, when you talk about being a receiver, running the ball out of the backfield or lining up as a receiver and being very capable of making plays downfield, he's just a great player. Well, yeah, you got to give them some credit. I mean, they wanted to win as bad as we did, So, they've been moving the ball. They ran a lot of snaps. We came out in the third quarter and, we created the turnovers. I mean, that was big, but they didn't. They're a good team. They're a good team, and I'm just proud of how we hung in there. You don't want to see a 10-point lead diminish. I mean, that's all we talked about all week. Is getting to the fourth quarter and then doing your job, trying to figure out a way a way to win, and we did. At the end of the day, we did.
How much of the weight is it on Mitchell, not for his person, but for all of you guys? You really were able to kind of out there and celebrate.
Yeah, it's football. There ain't nothing easy about it. Yeah, it's good to get a win. We obviously needed one. Just challenged them in there for trying to get 2 in a row. Hadn't won 2 games in a row all year. So. We got the win. Now we gotta figure out a way to try to get the next one. You know, it's not like we got an easy opponent next week. You know. Yeah, we did a good job of getting to the quarterback. You know, we got there and disrupted them. They had a huge penalty, which I'm sure Gary's probably going to address with that. But, you know, yeah, I mean, you try to, you know, we won the toss, which is good. You know, we elect to play defense first. That changes what we do offensively. And we stopped them, so we only needed a field goal. So you can be a lot more conservative with your play calling at that point. Yeah, he's done it in practice. What do you have? 3 of them today? You know, he had 3 of them. He's a good player. You know, and we've seen him do that in practice. You don't know if he can do it in a game and that pressure of a situation until you put him in it. But he's pretty special now. You know, not many adjustments really. You know what they were doing offensively and defensively, we knew what they were going to do. So there wasn't a whole lot of adjustments. We wanted to get out there and start fast in the second half. We took them out a little bit earlier. I thought our energy in the locker room was really good at halftime. We came out and we attacked the field. We had energy in the second half. We didn't execute great all the time, but I think we you know, went out there and won the second half, obviously. Yeah, he did. He knew what they were doing. They're good pass defense. You know, luckily we were able to run the ball pretty good. You know, we got 36 rushes for 148 yards. I mean, they don't give up that many running yards very often. They're really good against the pass. We knew they were going to be really good against the pass. You know, and I thought we did relatively a pretty good job. Mario stepped in and played well. You know, DeKeel made some big catches. Jordan made some big catches. We knew we were going to be covered, and we had to fit the ball into some tight windows and make some catches while we were covered. I thought Clint really improved over last week. I didn't think he played great last week. I really think he improved against a very solid defense. Quick game. Yeah, they played their safeties deeper than we were anticipating. So we had, you know, we thought we could get a couple of shots on them downfield, but we knew that wasn't going to be a consistent thing. So we just talked a lot about putting the ball in play and trying to get completions and throw and catch them when we were covered, which I thought they did a pretty good job of that. It doesn't, you know, 2 interceptions, it's not something we're proud of, but, you know, these guys are bang near tops in the country in interceptions. Yeah, it came up a yard short earlier in the year. You know, on that same very play, you know, just a little boot play that we throw it to him out there in the flat. You know, you got to set up the run, which we did, and he was able to kind of sneak through. There was a good play call, and he put it in play and got in the end zone. You know, so he learned from his mistakes several weeks ago. But that was a big play in the game, obviously. You know, at that point we scored there, and then we got it to Charles, and he same spot, same pylon. He was able to get it in as well. So a lot of energy. I was, you know, beginning to wonder what touchdowns looked like, and we got 2 in consecutive drives, which is, wow. All right, thank you, guys.